chosen is me, your little boy, Samson. I have something special, authentic for us choosing words today. You know, it was funny until they realized and hear information about you. You know what I'm saying? It was funny. It was so funny to them. It was something so amazing to them. It was something so unique to them until they hear something about you that the system of the environment change automatically. Let me tell you, when things were tough around you, when you were in your storm moment, in your difficult time, it was something that gave them joy. That is why I always tell us, there are a lot of people who celebrate when things are not going the way you want it. There are people who celebrate when things are not properly in a way that you want it. There are some people who jubilate when things are not really giving you what you pray for. There are people who celebrate it. There are people who jubilate over it. There are people who are always so glad, so happy when things are wrong. But let me tell you one thing. Let me tell you the reason why they are so devastated right now. Let me tell you the reason why they are so filled with pain, sorrow, and frustration right now. Let me tell you the reason why they are so pissed off. All is because of the fact that they are hearing good things about you. It's no longer funny. It's no longer funny. It's not something that is funny anymore. It's not something that is now funny to them because they have heard. They get ear. They can hear what people are saying. They are even stalking you. So many of them are stalking you. They are giving information to them, bro. They can understand how level what you are doing. They can sense where you are heading to. They can sense the greatness. So that's why it's no longer funny. It was funny when things were tough for you. It was funny to them. It was something that they celebrated. That is why I always tell us, don't be shocked. There are people who jubilate. There are people who celebrate. There are a lot of people who want to keep celebrating. So people say, what kind of human being is this? Where this little boy really come from? It's me, your little boy, Samson. There are people who are stalking you, who are praying also in addition of their stalking you. They are still praying earnestly in order for them to keep celebrating. Not because they are celebrating they are winning, not because they are celebrating that they are succeeding, not because they are celebrating that good things is really happening to them, or they are leveling up, or they are receiving blessings. They are celebrating every day for the sake of the fact that things are tough within you, for the sake of the fact that you encounter storm. Hey! That is why you need to understand that today is no longer funny. Yes, it's no longer funny because news have been given to them that you are no longer in that place. You are no longer in Egypt. You are no longer in Egypt. You are no longer like with Saul. You are no longer with Haman. You are no longer in that place where they thought they left you. You are no longer in that swamp. You are no longer in that storm. You're no longer in that place where they called your end, where they thought you will end, where many of them have been thinking, how long will he be able to rise? Will she or he be able to rise again? How come will he be able to rise? You have no idea how many people who have been like, he won't be able to rise without us. He won't be able to stand without us. He won't be able to make it without us. Everything about you is no longer funny. It's no longer funny, bro. It was funny before, but right now, it's no longer funny. Your stalkers are not seeing it as something that is funny. Your haters are not seeing it as something that is funny, because they are shocked of all that they are seeing. They are so devastated and embarrassed. They are so humiliated, because all that they are now seeing within you is something that they have been praying not to see. It's something that they have been hoping not to see, because you have already stepped into your marvelous place, because you have automatically stepped into your place that is flowing with milk and honey. You have already stepped into your promised land. That is why it's no longer funny to them. That is why they are not playing. They have finally come to learn in a hard way. Trust me, many people have learned in a hard way because of your of your greatness. They have learned in a hard way. Yes, they mocked you before. They laughed at you. They jubilated and celebrated. But right now, they are learning in a hard way, because no man can cause to whom God have blessed. So it's something that is ridiculing a lot of people, because they never believe it will be the way it is right now. They never believe it will end up like this. So that is why majority of people up there are now wondering, how come it is you are able to make it? How come you are able to do things like this? How come is it that after all the jubilation and celebration over your storm, over your difficulties, over your delay, over one thing to another, you end up proving them right? God end up disappointing them. God end up frustrating them, because they celebrated too early. If you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe and follow me also on TikTok. May God bless you and remain blessed.